This video is going to help you pronounce the strong R sound in British English. We have two sounds for the letter R in British English. The soft R, which we barely pronounce in words like car, far, start, and the strong R, which we find predominantly at the start of words, such as rabbit, red, rectangle. The problem most students have is they pronounce the R sound like they would in their native language. For example, for French and Spanish speakers, the R sound comes from the back of the throat, and the tongue is somewhere near the bottom or middle of the mouth. It's more of a R sound. But to produce the British R, the sound comes from the front of the mouth, using the tongue. So the tip of the tongue should be just behind the alveolar ridge, which is the ridge you can feel behind your top teeth. So if you imagine these are your teeth pointing down, the ridge is just here and then it goes to the soft palate. So this is the alveolar ridge. Also, the sound should be a normal voiced vibration, not a strong gargling sound like you would hear in the French and Spanish R. So it's a little bit softer. If you're struggling to locate it, the next tip will make everything clear. But before we continue, I just want to take a moment to tell you about my course, The 5 British Pronunciation Essentials. These are 5 sounds and pronunciation patterns I work on with most of my students, because they make a huge difference in clarity and confidence in British English. You can find the course at britishpronunciationtips.com. Now back to the R sound. To make the British R sound, first start with the L. For the L, your tongue should be touching just behind the top teeth, near the alveolar ridge. So again, if we imagine these are your top teeth, this is the alveolar ridge, your tongue should be just about here. Now, while making the L sound, slowly drag your tongue back, away from the teeth, along the alveolar ridge, like this. Lr, lr, lr. This is the strong British R sound, as your tongue is at the back of the alveolar ridge and high in the mouth. So instead of thinking about the R as a throat sound, think about it similar to the L sound but with the tongue slightly back. Once you feel confident you have located the R sound, it's time to practice. I would start with the strong R with the 5 vowel sounds. Start by repeating ra, re, ri, ro, ru. It's easier to start with finding the R sound and then move to the vowel, like you'll do with most words that begin with R. By practicing this sequence, this will help your tongue naturally find the R sound without having to think too much. When this feels comfortable, then move on to the words. I've included some examples, so let's have a practice. First with ra, rabbit, ran, radish, radical, rally. Now with re, red, rent, rectangle, relative, register. Next is ri, river, rich, risk, riddle, ribbon, raw, like in rock, rob, rotten, rocket, robin. And finally, words with ru, rude, ruby, ruler, rumour, ruthless. Remember to find the British R, start with the L and drag your tongue back away from the teeth towards the end of the alveolar ridge. And if you'd like to make lasting improvements in your pronunciation, practice these drills little and often. Like any skill, you need to build up muscle memory, so it feels natural and instinctive. So save the video for later so you can keep coming back to it. The next video will have more words to practice the strong R, starting easy and progressing to more challenging ones. If this helps, don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you would like one-on-one personalised pronunciation coaching, check out BritishPronunciationTips.com to book a lesson with me.